Hello, ITPC. So to go ahead and continue my stream of reviews on darker blends, I guess more specifically on dark-fired Kentucky blends, I kind of jumped around. I was going to kind of go through the spectrum of light to dark and went right into like dark bird's eye. So all the same. So I figured Gawith and Hoggarth's Kendal Dark really should have been the first one before I did the dark bird's eye. I was just in the mood for that blend that day, and so be it. They are so close. In my opinion, these two blends are so darn close. This one also is that shag type blend where it just kind of all is in one big nest. Whatever, that works. I'm fine with that. I know some people like it, some people love it, some people hate it. It seems to be a lot of opinion on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pack this up, and we'll go ahead and light this up, and we'll talk about the flavor profile of itself, as well as, of course, the infamous comparison with the dark bird's eye. So, of course, right off the bat, yes, you get that earth, wood, barbecue-y flavor that you normally get from a dark-fired Kentucky. It has that flavor, it has that profile, absolutely. That's the most pronounced piece. But this also has a pretty liberal component of Virginia with it that has an offering of that sweetness. So it is vaguely, but it is remnants of kind of a your dad's version of the Country Squire's Cowboy Coffee. So yes, you get a sweet taste with this. But it is more rough of a sweet. It is definitely more of a organic sweet. It's coming from those Virginias, especially as they start to heat up when you start getting down the bowl. Where with the Country Squire's Cowboy Coffee, that's more of like that's really sweet. Like that blend is a very, very sweet version of a very light Kentucky dark-fired type blend. But I will say that this Kendal Dark is also still has a nice that oily, thick, chewy mouthfeel that you get with the dark bird's eye, and I like that. It kind of reminds me of if I have a nice good Maduro cigar. Now, I have mentioned in other reviews where nicotine does not hit me as well or as poorly. Well, I'm not as sensitive to nicotine as I have found that others are. So that being said, with the dark bird's eye, I do need to make sure that's something I don't just go ahead and sip early in the morning on an empty stomach, or I will for sure start to feel like I'm turning green. That being said, no, this it has there is a nicotine component there. I can feel it. It's there, but it's just not as bad. Like this is morning time for me ish, and I've been busy this morning. I have yet to put anything solid in my stomach. This is my second cup of coffee, so this is liquid diet so far, and it's like 11:30 a.m. So I can do this without worry. I'm not concerned that all of a sudden I'm going to be like, kind of feel crappy, start getting the sweats, and your stomach starts to kind of not feel so great, and you're not sure which end it might come out. It's not that kind of thing. For me, with this, again, obviously everybody has a different tolerance, you know. And with that sweetness that I'm getting from the Virginia, ever so slight of a, I don't want to say perfume. It's not perfume, but it's definitely like a more of an herbal, floral kind of note that does. It comes through on the retrohale. I don't notice it when it's just in the mouth, but it's present on the retrohale. So yeah, it's one of those blends. It's good. I've been on a kick lately for these darker blends anyway, so this is one that definitely hits the spot. So Gawith and Hoggarth's Kendal Dark. It's a great. I don't want to say it's a great. It doesn't complement the other, but they just. It's a good blend if you do like the dark bird's eye. If you do like that, you know, dark fired Kentucky type style blend, this is good. It is not for a novice. I wouldn't say, hey, want to try pipe sipping? Try this. No, obviously not. But it is a great blend if you like that style. Yeah. I do like the fact that the barbecue-y, dark-fired component, because it's so bold, it doesn't actually drown out the other subtle components. Like, I can retrohale this and get that subtle floral note. There is a nice sweetness to this. Like, it has some complexity. It's not just this one-dimensional, bold, like if you eat barbecue sauce, you know, like... Or my father used to always, you know, hate when people put like A1 sauce and stuff on a good steak. He'd be like, you know, like, why would you ruin it? Like, now it just tastes like A1 sauce, right? So it's not like that. It doesn't overpower the other subtleties that are in the blend. That's it. So, ladies and gentlemen of the Briar, till our next review, be well and happy sipping.